know, if you have yet to subscribe, please subscribe and give my video a thumbs up. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you guys for returning and supporting me. And please give this video a thumbs up too. So today I have a very special guest. I have my mom here. Say hi, Mama.
Hi.
So we're gonna do a mom tag. So I'm just gonna read off my phone because there's like 10 questions and I'm not gonna memorize all those. So I'm just gonna ask my mom 10 questions off of the list, and then so you guys can get to know my mom. Okay? So let's start. Okay. So, all right, Mom, ready? What is the best thing about being a mother?
Wait, a best thing? There's actually several. For one, is rewarding. When you see your child growing and progressing and developing, you know, through their stages, each, you know, from when they're little to when they become adults. So, I mean, there's several. You know? I can't really pinpoint best.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. What were your two feelings when you come to find out about your first pregnancy? That's how it's worded.
My first pregnancy?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I was scared out of my mind.
So that'd be one of your feelings? Scared?
I was scared out of my mind because I didn't know what to expect since this, you know, was my first. Well, first, yeah, I was scared. Then excited. Then scared again.
That was for my brother, by the way. I'm the youngest. Okay, what 3 things would you advise your children about?
As a child or as an adult?
As an adult.
You safe sex. That's the first one. Safe sex. Protect yourself at all times. If you have questions about certain areas in your life, you know, always find research. You can ask me or your dad. You know, we're not experts, but we learn every day. And, you know, I believe that parents are the best resources for their children. Well, you can also, you know, do your own research on things, you know, that other people have been through, you know, things like that, to kind of give you an idea of, you know, what's the best way to do it for you.
For as far as?
It could be anything in life, you know. If it's job related or relationship wise or something like that.
What are share 2 lessons that your children have taught you?
So that's a very interesting question. There's one of them is definitely to believe in yourself. Not that I wasn't believing myself beforehand, before becoming a mom, but for some reason your children make you see ways differently than you normally see certain things. So that believing in yourself is one of those things, because when you believe in yourself, you can pretty much have the confidence and to be able to deal with whatever's coming in your life. Second, strength. Especially with Natalie. She is strong in every which way possible. She's taught me that women do not have to settle. They don't have to depend on a man. You know, they can pretty much do it on their own if they want to. And that's pretty much the 2 major ones. You know, believing in yourself and strength within yourself to be able to do and conquer whatever you have to conquer in your life. Have the confidence.
Thanks, Mama.
By the way, she's a cutie.
Stop. Okay. Oh, what was your favorite food during the pregnancy days?
Oh, wow. with Bobby?
Yeah.
Ice cream. Ice cream and donuts.
I guess for both. For both of us. So for Bobby, it was ice cream and donuts?
With Natalie, it was I was mostly going through a lot of morning sickness. So
Sorry.
whatever, no, that's okay. Whatever weight I gained with Bobby, I pretty much lost it with Natalie. That was interesting.
Experiences of the differences in pregnant life and the life as a mother.
3 differences. 3 differences.
3 differences from pregnancy life, from between that and being actually like the baby's already here.
Well, for one, when you're pregnant, when you're pregnant and then after the baby's born?
Yeah.
When you're pregnant, you're pretty much, I mean, you do have extra weight on you, which, that's a given. You're carrying this little human being inside you, and you're trying to adjust to the way you feel, the way you look, the way you feel about yourself, the way, I don't know, everything pretty much. Trying to adjust the belly, to work with you. After the baby's born, it's pretty much you're obsolete. That's pretty much it. The baby takes over, in every which way possible until they become of age. Which after that, I mean, you still, kind of in the sidelines because your child, even though they're adults, they go through stuff and they need their mom, so you're mom for life. That's a job that it's until death, So.
Can you think of any good things you enjoyed during those 9 months?
Oh my gosh, I was spoiled rotten. I love that. Everybody treated me like I was the only one on earth, They would pleasure me in every which way possible. Oh, do you want this? Do you want that? They would get me gifts. I mean, it was, I enjoyed both pregnancies, both of them. And one of the things I remember that stands out every day, and it feels like it was now, is when they're kicking. When the baby's kicking, it's like the most amazing feeling. There's nothing on this earth that can describe that feeling. Mm-hmm. Nothing. Mm-hmm. You feel they're moving around. You're laying down and your tummy is like in all kinds of weird shapes.
Yeah.
Even square at times,
looks
which
weird,
is kind of
but
weird.
It's different when you feel it. Yeah.
The elbows kicking out or the knee or something. And it's the feeling is so incredible. And you feel like you're bonding with that baby. You just. It's amazing. I mean, if you're a mom, or if you ever experienced this before, you know what I'm talking about. It's so hard to explain when there's someone hasn't become a mom yet, but it's an amazing feeling. Mm-hmm. No job in the world can take that away. None.
No, I agree.
Don't get me wrong. Being a mommy, or for any parent, even daddies too, it's overwhelming. When you're first becoming a parent, but the rewards are endless. And it might sound corny, but it's for real.
What has been the hardest thing about being a mom?
One of the hardest things?
Yeah. Well, the hardest thing.
Well, for me, the hardest thing is that I tend to be overprotective with both my kids. So when they're little, it's very easy to do because you're in control. But once they grow up, letting go of that umbilical cord is a challenge. Or basically cutting it off is a challenge. Because, they're now adults and they now have their own decisions, their own opinions, and you have to respect that. So that was difficult for me to let go, of my baby's now big, she's grown up, my son's grown up, it was difficult. But I think I did pretty good, right? Yeah. And I've given them space, and yeah. They make their own decisions. And I always tell them, if you need advice or extra info, mom's always here. Open communication, doesn't matter what it is. Mm-hmm. Bad or good. Even sex, believe it or not.
Yeah. She's not lying. My mom's very open about everything. So, and it was awkward for me at first. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, teenage stage, young adult stage. Like, I was like, Mom, stop. I don't want to talk about sex. Like, ew. And then, like, over time, I'm like, well, it is what it is. I see where she's coming from now because I'm like, it's sex, you know, it's whatever.
It's part of
it's
life.
Normal, especially
you know?
now with my mom. I think I understand. I completely relate more.
Sex is part of life. We can't. I mean, there's no way. You know.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to be feeling awkward or feeling like embarrassed to talk about anything like that because I mean that's how we came.
Okay, so another question. Did you imagine that you'd be a mom at the age that you became a mom?
Actually, yes.
The first time?
Strangely enough, because I got married at 19. So, you know, was expected, I mean, for me, you know, to
Like
have
the
a
first
family,
time, like
you know.
Bobby?
Yeah.
Well, me, I was just bloop.
Natalie came 5 years after Bobby was born. And,
Surprise.
yeah, that was a surprise. Because after 5 years, I figured that Bobby was the only baby I was going to have. And then Natalie came. It's like, what? I said, well, Mom, you're not done yet. I'm here.
You know, I had to spice it up a bit. Okay, what habit did you wish your child didn't have?
What habit?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I guess that goes for me and Bobby.
Habit. You know what? Well, there's one habit, but I can't really say, you know, as far as with Bobby.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah.
He's a smoker, but that would be hypocritical for me to say for him to stop because unfortunately I picked up the habit myself, and I've been struggling with it. You know, trying to find ways to quit. I have habits. I don't
have any bad habits? No?
And but yeah, you both are amazing kids. I mean, I can't think of any habit. I mean, aside from pizza rolls, but
that, you know what? I had a really bad stage of that, and I think I ate too much of them because now I'm like, whatever. Like I don't even want them anymore.
And pizza.
That's all I used to eat, pizza rolls.
But I mean, I can't think of anything, to be honest with you, because you never picked up any habit. I mean, unless you specify what kind of habit, like if
guess
it's a
anything,
bad one
like
or a good
bad
one.
habit, personality-wise, tendencies.
I can't think of any.
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of
Okay,
no, and
thanks, Mom.
I'm not trying to butter her up or anything. It's for real. It's kind of weird. I can't think of any.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. So.
Yeah, his habits are different. He's
But
feisty.
Jaden is an amazing kid, and I'm very proud. You know, you're raising him so far. I mean, he's only 3, but everything you can teach him, the best way you know how, is the first 5 years of their life. Once you teach them that foundation, everything falls into place. Everything. And he's so far he's doing so great, and I'm so proud of that little bundle and his mommy for doing such an amazing job with him. So, you know, props.
Well, it travels from generation to generation, so. I mean, like Mom said, like every kid's different, so I can give him advice on what he did and how he did, but you really know your child best, you know what I mean? Like, everybody, you know, like even grandparents can give advice, but you know your child more than anybody, you know what I mean? So, like, you still have to wing it on your own sometimes. You just know what, you know, like, okay, I got your advice, but let me, you know, tweak it the way that works for you. Describe your child in one single sentence. I guess 2 in this case. Bobby and me.
Describe your child. Oh, wow. In one single sentence?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Start with Bobby is, or something, I don't know.
Bobby, he's an amazing son.
That's the sentence.
Very considerate. Very loving. Very spontaneous. He's not a planner. Loves to have fun. He's a good kid. respectful.
Yeah.
Natalie. She's beautiful, for one. Very strong-minded. Very loving. Respectful. Wow, it's in one sentence. This is not. It's not even. She's a planner. She knows how to multitask. Bobby's not too much of a multitasker. Natalie multitasks. She could be doing millions, different 10,000 things and still be able to balance herself in every which way possible, which is amazing to me. An amazing mommy. Smart, very intelligent. Bobby's intelligent too, but the intelligence is different for both you guys. You know? So it's difficult for me. I mean, you know, I'm the most blessed woman on earth, with Bobby and Natalie in my life. You know, I can't think of any other kid that can take their place, because they're amazing. They are amazing. And I'm not just saying that because she's sitting right next to me, but it's the truth, you know. I feel that I don't have any complaints. You know, they're my life. They're amazing kids. I can't, there's no complaint. I mean, I don't know what else to say. You know, and then Jaden on top of that, you know, it's like he's amazing, you know. So I mean, it's like I've been blessed, you know, and I'm so grateful that the three babies, you know, they're incredible human beings. So I'm sorry, guys.
You know, what would be your advice for someone who is about to have a baby?
The ideal advice, or
Practical, because we keep it real.
the practical one? Well, I mean, first off, I mean, there's no such thing. I mean, in my opinion, to be prepared or ready for a child. I mean, since I believe in Papa Dios, God, this is my take on it. You know, everybody has their own belief. But my take on it is that when he says it's ready, it's time for you to become a mommy or a daddy, then it's time. He's in power. He's pretty much, he decides. You know, so we can say that we're not ready, or that we're ready, you know. And at the end of the day, he's pretty much the one that decides whether it's going to happen or not. So the best thing that we can do on our end is, if we're not ready, you know, safe sex. I mean, obviously, you know, abstinence, if you can, you know. But if there's no way, you know, you can prevent it, or you're already pregnant or something like that, then find resources, you know, get support. You know, if you're going through it and you're not sure how to go about it, just find ways to get help. You know, there's a lot of community services out there, you know, for young parents, you know, that can help. You know, you can also go with your family. You know, maybe your family might be able to give you some advice, you know, if they're very supportive and, you know, strong. And, you know, so you can prepare yourself a little bit, you know. And what I mean by a little bit is because once that baby is born, the real action begins, you know, because you can prepare yourself. Well, you think you can prepare yourself 100%. Once that baby is born, it takes a whole new different ballgame. So, you know, do the best you can with what's given, and get a lot of support, in my opinion. So.
Yeah.
It depends on your belief, you know.
No one tells you about how it is when you wake up every 2 hours to feed your child. They'll tell you, but it's nothing like feeling exhausted from waking up every 2 hours to feed your child or change your child. Or, you know, people can tell you, oh, that when you have to change them, they sometimes, if it's a boy, because I'm a mom to a boy, oh, they might pee on you. Nothing like the same thing when they actually do it, though. You know, like, they tell you a whole bunch of stuff. You're like, oh, okay, cool, I got it. It's in here. But no, when you are in the position of doing whatever you're doing with your kid, it's a different story. Totally different, because that person's child might have done that with them. But yours probably did the same thing in a whole other way. Way different. So you can listen to all this type of advice as much as you want, but when your child's there, they have their own habits, they have their own likes, they have their own dislikes, they have their own techniques of doing everything that they do. So it can only get so far, the advice that you are given. You learn as you go, like my mom said. So, and you learn quickly how to catch on to your child's habits and stuff like that. And you learn every day with them. They're learning with you. It's never a dull day or a dull moment.
Yeah, and the thing is that it doesn't just stop there, you know, because like a baby could be 1 year old, you learn something. 2-year-old is another way. 3 years old, another way. 4 years old, another way. Well, you know, I mean, teenage, another way.
You know, I thought about this. How come they have a thing for terrible twos, but not 3s and 4s? Like, they don't have a name for those. Because 3s are not easy either. 3s are a whole other thing. And there's no name for that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that terrible twos, I don't believe in that whole terrible twos thing.
No? I do.
Because some kids, they grow up to be terrible from the beginning to the end. I mean, you know what I mean? So where does the two fit in?
Oh, but he knows what he wants, and he's gonna fight until he gets it, or he's gonna give me a hard time if he does, you know. So.
And I wonder where he got that from.
I mean, I don't know.
Wait, you know what I mean? Like keep him busy and you know things that he likes to do. Keep him busy.
I heard that busy.
Yeah, Natalie she always cracks at me when I say words a certain way.
Oh, I catch on. I catch it. My mom's funny. She'll say something and I crack up because she'll say.
Like the one corn?
Yeah, she said. Well, yeah, because she says corn from like New York, and I'm like, really, Mom, corn? What's corn? Or, you know, I just say little things just to mess with her, but she'll mess up on something and I catch it quickly. Like if she mispronounces a word or something, I'll say it and I'll make it a known that she said it, and I'll crack up at her. It's out of love. I do it to Bobby too. Anything else you want to add, Mom?
I love you.
I love you too, Mom.
Everything else. Yeah, I'm not her twin. Natalie's in shape. I'm not.
I'm not in shape.
I gotta get into shape.
I'm not in shape at all.
I'll be getting there.
You and my grandpa too. My mom and grandpa said you're in shape. Even my dad says it. I am not in shape, guys. When I like, I'm skinny, but I'm not in shape. Like, listen, I asked me to go up the stairs a couple times. I'm out of breath.
Yeah, but how's that possible?
I don't even know how I do like the dancing, but that's once a week, you know.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
I mean, I eat really bad, so I kind of cancel it out anyway. I don't know. I'm not knocking it, you know. I'm just saying, I'm not in shape. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. I'm gonna have my mom, like I tell you in all my other videos, when I have guests over, I want them to come back. So I'm gonna see if my mom and me can do some more videos together. I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna do. If you guys have any ideas that we can do, maybe you can put them in the comments for me.
Maybe dancing or something.
That'd be fun. I'm down for that. And heels though?
I don't know about